Well guys, we got it all hooked up. I greased the fittings. We're gonna put a little bit of gear oil in this thing. I just want to make sure we got some oil in there. At least some knuckle busters here. All right guys, stand by. So you can see that I'm just tripping it down just a tad. The thick stem saps that stayed there from the last cutting. If I don't cut this, guys, the grass will stay real stemmy, and somewhere in a bale of hay, some animal's going to find some thick stems, and especially if I square bale this, and any grass left over from last time gets kind of chopped up as well. So it's just maintenance. I'm sure I can sharpen up the blades, but I want to run it this way for a little bit. All this grass and everything I'm doing to it will help clean up all the rust. And all right guys, we're cutting the top of the border, just the first pan. These borders are staying here. I need these borders. They separate two pans during the irrigation process. The other two and the headland will, the fence lines or the cross fence, I removed those because there's one on each side of the cross fence. I don't need one on each side of the cross fence. This one I do need. So I am trimming the top of it. And as you can see, it's a mess. I'm not trying to drag the blade on the border itself. It's dragging a little bit, but not much. You don't really want to kill your grass on your borders, because then you get erosion. So there it is. Better than what it was. One little mohawk, like one of the viewers was saying, he hates those mohawks. They don't bother me, but, and you know, in Tifton, really any growth that these stems have is new growth, and it's going to be tender, but yet still going to have some thick stems in there. Those stems aren't growing any thicker. It's just new growth coming out of them. But when I cut, the stems are going to be in there. So we'll get rid of a little bit of them. So I'm not dropping the blade all the way down. It's dragging on the back wheel there. But I can see a big difference. Them egrets, man, they, like I said, they don't fear anything there. Swallows are coming in. You can see where I've cut little different color rows there, and it's getting rid of a lot of stems, which I'm very pleased. Getting it done, guys. Guys, we're bush hogging. I think this is a little 5 or 6 foot cutter. It's a bargain cutter. I saw them on one of the tractor auction sites going for $640. And I can say that I am pleased with the outcome of this purchase. As you can see, the different color. That's how much I bush hog. It was just stemmy. Nothing wrong with it because any growth is not gonna be on the, well, the new growth is on the stem. So you got probably 10, 15 new runners coming off a stem. So it's outnumbered for sure on the tenderness that it's producing on that stem. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here. So you look at this stuff. This is new growth here. You look at this, and this is new growth, producing new growth right there, producing new growth right there, new growth right there. I mean, it grows at every knuckle. It throws out new growth. The stem stays there, but there's new growth on it. So, like I said, it'll be stemmy, but it's going to be outnumbered by this new growth. I mean, every stem, every knuckle has growth. Puts out a rhizome or new growth, and that's why this hay is so prolific. It's growing. Right here where I cut it, new growth, new growth, new. I mean, it's very prolific, guys. Really good hay grass.